1980 Ford Capri 2-litre Ghia, this one, in red. Bodywork wise, we're going to start off the bonnet, work our way around the car onto the interior, and then we'll do an engine start up. Want some attention in places, but it's a good base, that's for sure. The centre of the bonnet there, lovely and straight all the way up the bonnet, around the body lines, around the big bonnet scoop there. It's all lovely and straight down the left hand side. There is bits and pieces in the paintwork itself, bits of colour discrepancy here and there, bits underneath the paint, but no big dings or dents. There's sort of a slight sort of hazing to the paint. As you come round underneath the window, the left hand side, lovely and straight across the scuttle. We'll go straight over to the right hand side now. You'll see a tiny little bit of paint flake there on the right hand side, but it's all nice and presentable down the bonnet. Like I said, it's got this sort of hazy patches to the bonnet itself. I don't know what a polish would do. As you come down the front edge, we've got some stone chips here and there. Light lenses are all nice and clear. Grill's all intact. Come down onto the left hand side bumper corner. Plastic's all okay, a few little marks on there. Have a good look at the valance there. Some bits of corrosion, some paint flake on the bottom half there, you can clearly see that. And a little bit corrosion on the bumper itself. But it is a 2-litre Ghia X. Got some corrosion on the front wing there, driver's side. See the paint's flaked off on that bit there. As we come round onto the left, I apologise about the background noise here. It's very busy here again today, so I do apologise about the background noise. A few little bits on the driver's wing, and it is sort of, you can see that the camera there picking that up. As we come up the wing top on the right hand side, another bleb there, nice and straight down the rest of the wing. It's had decals on at some point in its life. Sort of see the fade of the paint there. Lower half around the arch, nice and straight around the arch. Put your hand behind the arch, it's all nice and sharp. A little bit starting down the bottom of the wing on the right hand side, driver's side. You can see that sort of bubbling in the paint there. Work our way down on the driver's door. You can see where it's been polished at some point in its life. The paint's got a bit thin across the top, and it's had a few little bits of logo here and there over the years. Across the lower half of the door there, have a good look at that. Some bits and pieces going on down there. Rear arch as we come round. A little bit at the bottom, but again, we'll do the lip there with some dodgy camera work. And have a good look at the paint side of things. There's a few like stone chips and bits and pieces there on the rear quarter. A few little bits around the door protector as well. Across the rear quarter, nice and shiny, nice and straight. We've got some chipping and some corrosion on the fuel cap lid itself and around it. And again, a little burn through on the side there, but nice and level down the side. It's a good base to sort of start off getting some bit of metal work and some paint work done. Across the back now, lights are all okay. Boot lid itself's all nice and straight. There's a few stone chips here and there on the boot. You can see it's been painted at some point in its life. As we come across the top of the boot lid, all nice and straight across the top. No corrosion around the wiper. Bumper itself again, nice and tidy on the right hand side. Some corrosion in the metal sort of weight of the bumper itself. I'll do the lower valance as well so you can have a good look at that. Bit of paint right there. Good look at that there. So we come round onto the left hand rear quarter again, nice and straight down this side as well, very shiny, nice and red across the top. A little burn through on the back corner again. Around the arch, a few little stone chips here and there. On the arch itself, bit of corrosion at the very lower section. Nice and straight across the rest of that quarter. Again, you can see where the decals have been at some point in their life. As we come out the passenger front door, again, lovely and straight down here. Again, we've got some corrosion. I'll go nice and slow across the lower half. So you can see any little marks there. Onto the bottom of the wing, you can see that on the bottom of the wing, the bottom of the door at the front. Up the door itself, there's a few stone chips here and there. Like I say, and a few marks in the paint, but nice and straight on that passenger door. Onto the passenger front wing, you can see we've got like an outwards dent there that's started to go a bit rusty. As we come down the arch, I'll show you that bit again at the bottom, and around the lip itself there's a few scuffs, scrapes and scratches on there on itself. I'll do the lip nice and slow around that lip there so you can have a good look at the lip. Up onto the period correct vinyl roof now. The roof itself's lovely, no major bubbling in the vinyl at all. It's all nice and tight. You've got your little wind deflector on the top there, all nice and straight across the front and around the sunroof. Roof itself's lovely. Like I say, there's no lifting of the vinyl. All nice and tidy. Things like it wants a little clip putting back in there. Some little bits and pieces were quite easy to sort out. Across the top there. All nice and straight. I apologise about the noise there. Like I say, it's quite busy in here today. Onto the interior, front door card, driver's side, nice and tidy. All nice and clean and straight in there. With the sort of cream carpets, we're all okay. We want a bit of a clean, but we're all nice and straight. Seat itself, nice and soft. We've got a rip on the corner here on the driver's bolster, but the bottom half swab's all okay. The insert section's all right as well. The cloth's not ripped or torn anywhere in there. Have a good look at that. We'll do the rear seat first. Nice and tidy in the rear seats there. No rips or tears on the rear seats. Rear door cards are okay. There's a bit of wear to the handle on the right hand side, but again, no snags, no rips or tears. The backs are all lovely and soft as well. Onto the interior now. Across the top of the dashboard, no cracks in that. Quite common for a Capri. Nice and straight as we come across the back edge here. All the dials are lovely and clear, easy to be read as well. Down the centre console there, all nice and tidy. 4-speed manual, sorry, this one. Got me numbers mixed up there, I apologise. The wheel's really nice as well, no real wear to the wheel. We'll do the headlining now. No damp patches around that sunroof. Headlining's lovely, not ripped or torn or nasty stains on it. And no sagging at all on that. Into the boot now. James has got the boot floor up. Have a good look at this here. Very, very tidy in that boot floor. Full size spare wheel. Lovely and straight in there.
It's probably the original tire.
Look at that there. Lovely and tidy in the boot floor itself. Down onto the carpets, nice and clean. We've got a bumper corner and a few bits and pieces, and we've got a parcel shelf without any holes in it. That itself's a rarity. Onto the left hand side front now. Front door card's lovely and tidy. No problems across the front of the door there. Lovely and straight across there. Onto the back seat now again. Seats folding forward correctly. Nice and tight. A little bit of sagging into the cloth, but no rips or tears. Door card's lovely and straight as well. Passenger seat front, showing minimal wear to the seat. No rips or tears out of the seat, no snags. No nastiness at all. That really soft as well. Dashboard's lovely and tidy from the left-hand side. Onto the engine bay now. We'll do the strut tops first before James starts it up. Go nice and slow through here so you can have a good look at that. James is going to fire it up for us there. The vendor informed us that noise there is it's had a new water pump, and there's a pulley at the bottom, there's a metal plate at the bottom that's catching the back of the pump there. But apart from that, all nice and tidy, no one wanted smoke, firing straight into life. There you have it, the 1980 Ford Capri Ghia 2 litre 4-speed manual